G'day you rotten lot, welcome back to the channel. Today, well actually, a few days ago I did a video on this little tiny Vitoos dual power supply. Now this is a USB power supply, which has one input for the USB power and it has two outputs to power a couple of pedals. Now, I showed you how it worked and I showed you what was in the box in the last video, but there was a lot of comments from people saying, how's the noise floor, how does it sound, is there a buzz, is there anything like that? So what I've done is I've set up a whole, what I would take for a minimal gig, which is the protein, the iridium and the slower from Walrus. Now these two pedals in particular take a fair bit of juice to run. So this little white box here, the Vitoos power supply, does spit out 800 milliamps of power, and the brown application protein uses next to nothing, which is pretty cool. So I figure this is a little travel rig that you can fly with. You don't need any power except for this power bank that I've got here. So in the box of the Vitoos power supply, you get the Vitoos power supply. You get one cable, which has a USB plug on one end and a power adapter on the other end. So you can get from your USB power supply into the Vitoos, and then it comes with two cables to go to two pedals. Now, what I have done, I've also been supplied with a Carlson daisy chain pedal, so I can actually plug three pedals in at once. So I'm running the slower off one output, and I'm running the iridium and the protein off another output with a little two output daisy chain. So it seems to be doing okay. So that's my Strat straight into the mixing desk. That's the iridium with a Fender amp. A little bit of stereo reverb. Oops. And then the protein as well, so this is the Noble side. Then I've got the Marshall Blues Breaker side. One into the other, they sound pretty glorious. Pretty glorious. Now let's have a listen for noise. Little bit of ground loop coming from the guitar, but it is a Strat. Alright, with one gain stage off, it's virtually got no noise at all. So that's pretty standard if you're running. Remember, there's a gain stage here, and another gain stage inside the Strymon iridium as well. So there's three gain stages, so you're always going to get a little bit of noise. Sounds pretty quiet to me. Now, the reason I use the Walrus slower is because if you can only power three pedals, and you're going to a gig, this also sort of doubles as a weird chorusy, flangey sort of rotary thing. So you can actually sort of get two pedals for the price of one out of it. I reckon that's a pretty tasty tone. So we know it runs off a power bank Now, if you don't have a power bank, I've got another option for you. I have plugged in here, ready to go, just your standard white iPhone wall wart. So I'm going to unplug these. Hopefully we won't make too much of a bang. So there we go, I'm unplugged now, and I'm going to plug it into the wall wart, which is just like an iPhone charger or, you know, any one of those things. Of course, it's taken me 5 tries to get the USB port in. Looks like it took the Strymon Iridium a couple of goes to turn itself on, but it's done pretty well. Now, believe it or not, this wall wart, little white wall wart charger, oh, there's a bit of noise there too. You can hear like a hum. That's because I've got the 2 gain stages on. A little bit of buzz there, but I've got all 3 gain stages going across the 2 pedals. So, just as a side note, the wall wart only puts out 1 amp, and the power bank that I was using, this power bank, these are pretty generic. You can get these anywhere, you know, JB Hi-Fi, those sort of places. This puts out 3,000 milliamps, and the wall wart only puts out 1,000 milliamps. So, I reckon that's why the Iridium might have struggled to kick in. Plus, I was turning all 3 of them on at the same time. Normally, if you're running a limited power source, you would just plug 1 pedal in at a time and let each one boot up, because that's where they use the most power when they're booting up. So, anyway, there you go, nice and quiet. Nice, quiet, portable rig, all with this little Vitoos, little tiny Vitoos power supply. So yeah, like I said, 9 volts in. They give you the cable in the box. They give you 2 cables for the outputs to run to 2 pedals. Now I'm using a little double up daisy chain so I can run 3 pedals, and it seems to be doing it okay. I reckon if you had a clip-on tuner on your headstock, you would be ready to go anywhere you want. So anyway, there you go for all you guys who were asking about the noise level. I hope you got your headphones on so you can hear clearly. I'm going to go check this Vision out now in the edit suite and see if there is any actual noise, but I can't hear any right now until I put the 2nd gain stage on. And it doesn't matter if I've got my guitar up or down, so that's actually power supply hum, not guitar hum, which is still very quiet compared to your actual signal. So anyway, there you go. I hope that was helpful for you guys wanting to know. Thank you, Vitoos, for sending us this. Wander into your local music guitar shop. If you're here in Australia, wander into your guitar shop and ask for the Vitoos power supply. They do a huge range of different things, from big pedalboard power supplies down to little tiny things like this, which is pretty cool. So anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.